So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to do skin retouching from the start to the very end with no steps skipped. So simply come and import the image in Photoshop that you want to edit. Then come the background layer, duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J or drag and drop to this new layer icon to create a copy from the background layer. Then we're going to come to this tool right here, that is the patch tool. So just come to the patch tool and select it and make sure it is on this option that is saying the new selection mode. Then patch set to normal, and we just want to first of all remove the pimples or blemishes. So how to use the patch tool? Simply click and draw around the blemish and you drag it to a clean skin like this. So take your time as you're trying to remove majority of these blemishes. So you draw around and you drag that selection to an area nearby that has or contains clean skin. So take your time as you are trying to remove blemishes. Remember, this is a little bit complex when it comes to editing, and this is more of an extreme kind of case for editing. So I'm just going to try to remove majority of the blemishes before you can proceed to the frequency separation. Remember, this step also determines on the results that you're going to be achieving by the end of the very tutorial. So take your time as you're trying to lay a foundation for your retouching by removing the blemishes. So for cases whereby the pimples or blemishes are a little bit extreme, like in this case, you have to first of all clear up or clear out those blemishes and ensure that you're going to be working with a somehow clear skin regarding the skin retouching process. So I'll try to remove these pimples and blemishes quickly so that you can proceed with the skin retouching and how to easily smoothen the skin when it comes to frequency separation. So I'm just going to draw around all these blemishes in these areas, and you're going to be blending the skin later on using various tools and techniques for frequency separation. And what you have to understand is frequency separation divides the image into the colors and the textures. So we're going to get this very image and we divide it into colors and textures so that we can refine it to look better and in order to make the skin look smooth than it was meant to be initially. So I'll just do this, and you can see by just doing this, we have cleared out majority of the pimples or blemishes. Don't mind in case some of the blemishes remain within the image, because we can go ahead and remove these later on in the retouching process using frequency separation. So by just doing this, you can start to have removed majority of the blemishes in these areas. So don't forget the forehead. So I'm just going to do this quickly. So the patch tool is very, very good when it comes to removing complex skin blemishes and pimples. So I'm just going to do this quickly. So right now we have tried to lay a good foundation for the skin retouching step or process. So you can see sometimes it may leave some patches in case you're not very careful. Right now we have cleared out majority of the pimples or blemishes from the model's face, and the next step is simply going to be coming to this layer that we created, then duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J to create one more extra layer. Then double click on the topmost layer, name this to texture, and double click on this middle layer, name it to color. Then for this, turn off the texture layer, select the color layer, come to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur, then take the radius slider down and start dragging up the radius slider, but click on an area that you feel has more skin details and click and drag up the radius slider. So you have to stop at the point whereby the details or the skin textures are just starting to disappear from your given photo or from the image that you want to edit. So at about 12, that is when I'm just starting to close out on the skin details. I'll click OK, select the texture layer, turn it back on, come to image, apply image, source is the name of the photo we are trying to edit, under layer select color layer, blending is going to be subtract, the scale is 2, offset 128, opacity 100%, preserve transparency, and mask are not checked, turn on the invert, make sure the invert option is not turned on rather, and click OK. Change the blend mode from normal to linear light, select both layers, then press Ctrl G or you can use Command G on the keyboard. Open up the group, select the color layer, come to the brushes, select the mixer brush tool, and make sure the hardness is set to 0. Soft round brush is selected, and make sure clean brush is selected. Click there and select clean brush, and the second option, that is clean brush after each stroke, is selected. The weight is 9%, load 75, mix is 90, flat 100%. Make sure sample all layers is not turned on in this case. So after doing this, you can come and turn off the texture layer and simply start blending the skin color. So you can increase or reduce on the size of the brush by using the square bracket keys on the keyboard. So blend the tones, mix the midtones alone and the highlights alone. So to blend, simply click and hold down and you move. So for those using a graphics tablet, it is as simple as drawing over the skin. So after blending a given color in a given area, release the click button and click once again on a new area to blend that new area. So I'm just going to do this, and you can see as you're doing this, the skin tends to look smooth. Like I said, mix the midtones alone, the highlights alone, and the shadows alone, and you have to play around with different sizes of the mixer brush tool. And ensure that you don't zoom all the way in as you're doing this kind of method or technique, because when you zoom all the way in, you can't see the uneven skin tone transitions, and you have to move the brush strokes in the direction of a given area or how a given area is shaped to keep and maintain the original shape of the model's face. So I'm just going to do this quickly, reduce on the size and blend right there. I hope you can see how smooth the skin is turning out to be. I know this may look unnatural, but for this step, we are basically trying to deal with skin colors or the colors in the skin tone, so that you can try to blend and create a very nice transition between the colors. So when it comes to the nose area, just get a small brush and blend the shadow area on the nose and follow the way the nose is shaped. So you can see I'm trying to follow the direction the nose is moving, up and down. Reduce on the size of the brush and blend the highlight, and come to this other side of the face and try to blend all these areas just like this to smoothen. So you can see the chin is moving in this direction. I will as well move the brush in this direction to follow and maintain how skin is, or the direction of the model's skin, and that is going to help me keep and maintain the original shape of this model's face. So I'm just going to do this. So come back and turn on the texture layer, and you can see this is the image before, after so far. So you can even come and fine tune the image to look even better by simply adding a second technique for using the lasso tool. So make sure the texture layer is turned on. Come and get the lasso tool. Make sure it is in new selection mode. Feathering is 20 pixels. Anti-alias is selected, and simply come and draw over the skin like this and keep out from the edges and the hair. Then come to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur. So it is going to bring this initial radius that we use for the frequency separation. You can simply click on this radius slider and drag it up and stop at the point whereby you're getting a very nice and realistic skin detail. Or you can as well multiply the radius you use for your frequency separation by 3. So we had 13, so just type in the value. So 13 by 3 is 39, and click OK. So just draw these shapes like this. Come to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur, and click OK, just like this. You can see the skin is going to be smoothened, and we are going to be ending up with a nicely edited and retouched photo by the end of this process. So for the nose, I would recommend that you only apply it only on the dark areas of the nose, just like this. So in case you still have some pimples or blemishes in the image, you can see before and after. Select the texture layer, get the clone stamp tool, and zoom in, and make sure the mode is normal, opacity and the flat 100%. Align this check and sample is set to current layer. So to remove these tiny remaining pimples, hold down the option key on the keyboard, option and click on a clean area near the pimple, and release the option key on the keyboard, alternate 4 windows, and click over the pimple to cover it with clean skin. So take your time as you're trying to remove the remaining pimples or unwanted skin details, and in that way the skin is going to be worked on or perfected. So you can see the before, after, before, after, before, and after. So this is how you can easily and quickly learn frequency separation from the start to the very end in just Photoshop. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.